give YouTube. Thank you, Heather. I mean, you can sub, just don't gift subs. Melissa, we have to chat about your birth. Minute and 15 seconds. Thank you, Jen. Gifted 1,000 bits. Heather gifted some.
Check, check. Whew, just made it.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning and welcome to the Carla Marie and Anthony Show. My name is Anthony.
I'm Carla Marie.
And I just got that camera fixed just in time, huh?
Yeah, like 20 seconds ago.
Sweet. If you see us looking down at this screen, that is because we can see our Twitch chat on this side and our YouTube chat on this side. And quick reminder, I know it's, 3 spots down on the list. Don't gift any subs today. Okay.
You can sub yourself.
You can sub yourself. Obviously, use your Prime sub if you have that, because that's just free money. You're already paying Twitch or Amazon, and then they just send, I think, $2.50 to us. So that's fantastic. And if you want to keep your streak going, absolutely sub yourself. The first reason that we don't want you gifting subs is because we do have a giveaway today, and it is only accessible to subscribers. So you want to explain that, Carla Marie?
Yeah, so we're giving away a hydro jug. This is mine. Oh, yeah, because the other day I hadn't tried it yet, and we talked about this. And the one that we're giving away is an olive color, so it's gender neutral, if you will.
Don't you have it?
Yeah, it's in the floor.
Oh, why would you not show it off?
Okay, hold on.
The thing that people are winning. I thought that's why it was here.
It's gender neutral if you believe in colors having a gender. Just saying. I don't, but
Only lavender
is
for men only. I don't want to see one single woman wearing lavender. It's just for men. It's just for us. Just for men gel.
This is so nice.
That is a cool color. They call that olive, huh?
I think so.
I guess it's a good olive color. I'll accept. I'm used to olive.
But if when someone says your skin tone's olive, I don't look green.
Sometimes I do look like this. So depends on how long I've been in Seattle. So
yeah, so we're giving that away. I have been using mine for 2 days, and it's the best. So the straw goes in, and what I love about it is
I was really hoping that top was going to fall
it
off.
does not leak. Tell you what, I did test it at first with the straw open, not realizing that was the whole point, and it spilled.
So yeah, you can enter the contest by typing in. You have to be able to enter in Twitch. So if you're watching on YouTube, you are not eligible to win at all. Go over to Twitch, twitch.tv/Carla Marie and Anthony. And what you do once you get there is in the chat, you'll type in exclamation point and the word enter. It's all you have to do. You could also do exclamation point and the word ticket.
Okay.
Both of those work. And then at 8:40, we are going to do the drawing. 8:40, so that is 30 minutes from right now, and you do have to be here. We'll give you a minute once your name is drawn at random from the service that we use, and if you do not respond within that minute, we move on. That's it. So those are the rules. Good?
Yes.
And you've been a fan so far?
I love it. I love the color.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the competitor also comes in like a billion colors.
Yes. But I mean, really for me, it's the spill proof thing because then it's more hands free because I can put it in a bag and not worry about it. And
not spill it all over the gym.
Yeah.
Like I said last time we were on the show, I think every other day I see someone spilling their Stanley in the gym. And generally it's women. But that's because
most women have Stanleys.
There is one guy. There's one guy I've seen at the gym with a Stanley.
But he still has the stickers on it, and it's bothering me.
Maybe he wants to make sure people know it's authentic, kind of like with a hat.
I don't know if he knows that they come off.
I think he knows. They come off.
Am I sick, Martha? I've been sick since Saturday.
Yeah, how are we feeling, Carla Marie?
I don't know what's going on.
What do you mean?
It's every day has been a new layer of the candy cane forest. Saturday night, my sneezes started, which is normal for me. We know this if you've been watching the show for over 2 years now. Wait, maybe 3. 3 years now. This has been...
By the way, almost 4.
No, when this started for me.
Oh, I thought you meant the show.
No, when this started for me, I would sneeze like 100 times a day. I finished my allergy drops at this point.
Oh, those are all done?
I'm about to be in maintenance, so I've finished those. I take 2 allergy pills a day. So the sneezes still happen. So Saturday night, the sneezes started, and I was like, here we go. All day Sunday, flying back here. It's just sneezing and blowing my nose nonstop. And then it didn't get better. Normally it gets better by midday, but I will have random days where it's bad. I also have been having days, like 10 days in a row, where I don't sneeze once, and I am living this glorious life. But that's why we took off Monday, because it was like nonstop. And then the sneezes started to turn into, I guess, a sinus infection. I don't know. It's literally here. This is the only problem I have here. Maybe a little bit in my throat now because I'm sleeping with my mouth open.
And you probably have some like post-nasal drip, right? Isn't that what it's called?
But this is completely different than whatever I had that first week of the year.
Did you have COVID? No, what did you have the first week of the year?
I was that weird cough. It's just different symptoms.
Congratulations, by the way. We did reach Hype Train level 4, which is pretty awesome. So thank you to everyone who supported the stream. Whether you subbed yourself, whether you gifted bits, we appreciate that. The next thing on the list. So we talked about the Hydro Jug giveaway. The straw. That's why the straw's there. Huh?
Or why I get sick sticking your fingers in my straw.
What was I going to say? Oh, so we ended last year with this challenge that Twitch. What are you reading? Why are you making faces? It's really hard to focus when Carla Marie's like.
It won't let Des sub or switch her payment, so she can't sub. And did we hit a hype train? Oh no,
we
3.
did.
Okay.
We got into level 4 of the hype train, so we completed level 3. Yes.
And then Angela can't sub because, even though it's her month, like I hate when they do that.
Yeah, I wish I could fix it, but I can't. So I don't know.
It might change it.
There's not a lot I can do there. That's just Amazon being the Zon, you know. But speaking of, why don't you go walk and blow your nose, and then I'll do this. So we ended last year with this thing that Twitch was doing called the Hype Challenge, and the Hype Challenge was essentially, I guess, like a months long competition to see how many like subs and stuff we could get throughout the month.
Yeah.
And there were tiers, and they would gift the creators different things based on the tiers that they reached. So tier 1 was something like an Amazon gift card for $10 or something, right?
And we're gonna give those things away, the gift cards, but we're still waiting on.
Yeah, they sent us one of the two. The 2 things or 3 things we were going to give away.
Yeah.
There was a $10 Amazon gift card, a $20 gift card for Steam, or $25, and then I think it was $40 to DoorDash.
The only thing we don't have is Steam.
Okay, so once we get all 3 of those, we're going to do back-to-back-to-back giveaways 1 week.
Yeah.
But the next 2 tiers or 3 tiers. There was a branded Twitch like charging brick thing, a backpack, and the last thing is the neon sign,
which we haven't received.
That's supposed to be our full handle, which I think we've got one of the longest handles on Twitch, Carla Marie and Anthony.
Also, I just realized they delivered some of the stuff here. I don't remember changing our address to here in Twitch.
When I think when I set up the Hype Challenge information, I put here. But we did get 2 of them in. and we wanted to show them off. So the Twitch backpack is
It's
actually
so
pretty cool. It's one of these guys.
Show
Let me put the big screen on. So it's one of these guys. It's like, I've never had a backpack. I know you have one, Carla Marie, where everything loads in from the top. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't zip all the way down. Are you a fan or no?
I used to love it.
Yeah.
It's not great for flying when you got to look for something in a airplane seat like
Okay.
this.
And then they also have the pocket on one of these sides that's like a front pocket for
Yeah.
smaller things.
It's so nice though.
But it is nice. It's like a
I love this guy. Where is it?
plasticky, the Twitch logo.
The
Glitch.
Glitch.
But yeah, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it
and
is.
then
We should sell Carla Marie and Anthony backpack. Well, not Carla Marie. You look great.
we probably could. We'll toss this to the side for now.
Like, what brand is that backpack?
Good question. I don't know. And then we got this charger, which was pretty cool. I should have opened this box before we started.
Like, the amount of money they spent on this stuff, they could
Yeah.
just save some jobs.
Yeah, but they also probably made more because everything we made, we split with Twitch. So
That's a sticker, isn't it?
I don't know. What do you think? So this is the charge. It's just a charging brick, and then it's got glitch on it. What do you think? Sticker, or I think that's printed on there.
Printed.
Here's what they did though. So Amazon owns Twitch, right? So the first gift card they gave away was just a gift card to themselves, right? And then they also own this Anchor company. Amazon does. So all they did was take one of their old chargers and slap a logo on it. And I say one of their old chargers because they did something that got me real mad. They sent out chargers that you need to use a micro USB.
Those are regular USB.
Yeah, but to charge it, you need to use that,
Okay.
which no one uses anymore.
I still have it.
So this is clearly an older one.
Okay.
But
Martha said, why Glitch? That's the little guy's name.
yeah, his name is Glitch. It's the Glitch logo or Glitch word mark or whatever.
Twitch Glitch.
But yeah, so those are the things they actually have been sending. We were concerned for a while they weren't going to send us anything. And
I emailed them. I was like, where's our stuff?
hey, motherfucker, where's our stuff? But I'm still waiting to see if they actually come through on the neon sign.
There's no way.
Because it's a lot of letters to put up there.
It's just going to be a blob also. You know that, right?
Or it's going to end up being this long. I don't know how big the letters are. Because I think it's going to have like the Glitch logo.
We have to
and then our
unbox
names.
it live.
Yeah, we could do that. So, but those are the first two things we had up on the screen. Where the hell is it? There we go.
AMS 06H. If we don't get a message saying we have successfully entered, have we entered? That is
I mean,
like a...
probably not. But let me see. I can actually check over here.
That sounds like if a tree falls in the forest question.
Let's see. It looks like we have 59 entries
That's
already.
not all 59
and that's
people.
not all of them. So I can't check. I can only see, I guess, the first like dozen or so that have entered. So, but yeah, there are now 60. So you should have gotten a confirmation letter, or not letter, message from Stream Elements if you did enter correctly. So there's a lot of things that we don't control, unfortunately.
I feel
Carla.
bad that people that sub every day can't do it. Can you make it different?
Well, there will be other things for people to win too. Okay. Or maybe you reach out to Hydro Drug and you say we need to do one every day for a month.
We'll just give it to everybody.
No, that's less days or less people than 66. Okay, so first off, thank you to everyone. Now we have 66 people. If you want to enter to win the Hydro Jug, which is right here, I know we have a lot of cups on the table right now. Let's here, move that. There we go.
Drink it.
I know, just move it for a second. I didn't say throw it out. This is the Hydro Jug that we are giving away. And all you have to do is type in the chat on Twitch specifically, exclamation point, just choked, exclamation point, and the word enter. Mm-hmm. You could also use the word ticket. They both do the same thing, but you do have to enter on Twitch. It will not work on YouTube. And you have to be here when we call the winner in about 19 minutes.
Okay.
All right. That's it. Next up on the list, Carla Marie. Let's see, we did Hydro Jug, Twitch goodies, no gifted subs today. Oh, the reason that we don't want gifted subs today.
Oh, yeah, explain.
Is one of the things we're going to try in March is an ad break on Twitch. Okay. And we want to see if we can. We've never done ads on Twitch. Like if you don't subscribe, you probably
did
get
a test one time.
I don't know if I don't think we ever did. Maybe on YouTube. But if you don't subscribe to the channel and you log on, there's usually a pre-roll ad of some sort. But one of the things we want to do starting March is kind of structure our show a little better. And we're going to need a break here and there. So we figured instead of just putting up a screen that says like, we'll be back, we can run an ad break for 3.5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever it is. And then we're going to do that for a full month. We'll see if it's worth our time to allow Twitch to put their ads on our channel. If it's not, we'll scrap the whole thing and we'll figure something else out. Maybe we'll just put a screen up that says we're taking a break for 5 minutes, whatever it is.
Explain something again.
But we don't want you gifting subs if we are also going to run ads on the channel. Now, if you have Prime subs, absolutely use them. If you want to sub yourself to keep your streak going, absolutely. And obviously, if you are a subscriber, you can use a lot of the emotes and stuff we have on the channel. Most of those are locked if you're not a subscriber. But, and obviously giveaways like this help if you're a subscriber as well. But we would feel terrible having you gift us subs.
And then we're going to put ads.
And then put ads on the channel as well. So we want to see what that looks like financially.
In a perfect world, no one's subbing.
Oh, that'd be great,
and we're just making money off of sponsors.
And Twitch, because we're partners, they'll give us better cuts of their ad revenue, depending on which like program that we sign up for. So it's going to be a learning month for me. I'm going to have to figure out how we run that, what that looks like on our end and your end. So the first couple days, I'm sure, will be a little weird. But that's it. We don't want you putting in extra money towards us if we're also going to throw ads in your face.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right. All right. Moving on to Lunar New Year this Saturday.
Yes. So at Westfield South Center, if you want to actually get a little sneak peek as to what's going on, you can go to my Instagram or Carla Marie Anthony Instagram. I did a video of some of the installations that are there. It's so cool.
It does look incredible. I mean, whether you have like the umbrella or parasol ceiling, then you have all the lanterns, the paper lanterns, you have the wishing tree, you have the dragon. Yeah. And it's all scattered around like the bottom floor. It's really cool. It
is really cool. So Westfield South Center this Saturday, Anthony will actually be hosting the Lunar New Year celebrations, which start at 11 a.m.
Yes.
And what are you doing?
I'm basically introducing all the different things. No, I am not performing, but there are dancers. I believe the mayor.
You better figure that out by Saturday.
I'm just going to say the mayor.
Mayor.
I'm going to say the word the way I've been saying it my whole life, and everyone other than Carla Marie is just going to move on with their lives.
The whole place is like, what? I'm going to get everyone to say what? Okay, but Saturday, Westfield South Center. Yeah. It's the whole Lunar New Year celebration that day. You can also get gift with purchase. So there's a few different tiers. If you shop anywhere at Westfield South Center that day, you can get an MX gift card.
How much money can I spend at the GNC right by the Dragon?
You might be able to get the top tier.
just with my monthly purchases at GNC.
Seriously. But yeah, so at 11 a.m. it starts. I know you're there 11 to 1.
Yeah.
But I believe there's stuff going on throughout the day.
Yeah, it's all day long, basically. Yeah. But the bulk of it is during that 11 to 2 time frame. That's where you're going to see the dancers. That's where there's going to be some people speaking, stuff like that. Yeah. And then we'll just be hanging out. Actually, you're not going to be able to make it, right?
No.
Possibly, maybe.
We'll see. I'm hosting the UW gymnastics meet. I'm very excited about that. So it'll be cool.
So we'll both be doing our hosting duties on Saturday morning. But if you feel like hanging out with me and shopping, we could do that. I love going to shopping centers and malls and all of that.
Because where you will be set up is, I believe it's right by the Seattle Team Shop within Westfield.
It's one of the spots, yeah.
So the GNC is right there. Maybe you could take everybody through and show them your favorites.
Good.
Do a little
put on a little GNC polo and work there for an hour.
Hold a flag, take everyone. We're going to GNC now.
There have been multiple times where I've been at GNC and people will ask me questions now, and I realize I've gotten just people.
Like the people who work there?
No, people who are like, I'm browsing for stuff, they're browsing for stuff, and they'll say, hey, you look like you know what you're talking about. What do you think about this? And I'll say, well, I don't know. I don't know anything. Leave me alone. Because I'm dumb.
It's the muscles.
I am trying a new thing I learned on the internet, which I wouldn't suggest to most people. Don't just like see something on the internet and then do it, especially if you're eating or drinking the thing.
Yeah, what is it? Oh.
So, but I did do some research, and I guess there's some truth to this. But apparently, if you put like a teaspoon, like a tiny portion of baking soda in your pre-workout, or you just drink it before you go to the gym, you're supposed to have a great workout.
You know, what's really frustrating is that when I started buying baking soda from Costco months ago, you were like, do we really need
well,
this
you were
bag?
buying like crazy amounts
and
of
it's
baking
great for
soda.
laundry. It's great for cleaning. It's great for everything. I throw it in the dishwasher. It makes the dishes extra clean. Helps with smells. It's awesome.
You put it in the laundry too, right?
That was the first thing I said.
Oh, I heard dishwasher. Okay.
And I told you, you can drink this or brush your teeth with it.
I know it's in toothpaste.
And you were like, why would I drink it?
I thought baking soda was only for toothpaste and the box you leave in your fridge forever. That's the only thing I thought baking soda was for. But apparently, if you drink baking soda, and again, please, like, don't take my advice on things to eat and drink, especially in this scenario. Let me try it first. If I make it back to the show on Monday, you'll know it worked. But apparently it helps keep your muscles from... There's like an acidic chemical reaction that it delays in your muscles, which allows you to work out harder, longer. And I guess it gives you like a good pump.
So you're trying it today?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's in my bag. I mixed it with my pre-workout.
So there's no turning back?
Nope, that's it. It's in there.
Run like a husky. I use it to flush the drains out. It is. I do put it in the toilet.
So what can't you use baking? Seems like it's very handy. Because you bake with it too, right?
Correct. That's
what do you, cookies?
Cookies and cakes, Jen and Lisa said.
And what does it do?
I think it helps with the rising of it.
Also, this is gonna sound like
where does it come from?
Where is baking
I
soda
Googled
come
it recently.
From?
I forget.
Is it like a rock? What is baking soda?
Two rocks together.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, here we go. We need to segment what it's called for when we Google things on here because you know how we do this also? Well, there's also baking powder, not to be confused. Don't put that in your...
What do we have on
baking soda?
Okay, so I used the right one. Okay. Sodium bicarbonate.
Where does baking... Yeah, but that doesn't...
Oh, and then the baking powder is for rising while you're cook. That's like what makes things rise.
Okay, yes.
So can you use baking powder and baking soda together, or are they like enemies?
I don't think they're enemies. The most common source of baking soda in the United States is the Green River Basin in Wyoming, where Trona ore is mined and refined into baking soda. Trona ore, sodium bicarbonate, also called baking soda, is a crystalline salt found in a natural mineral form in nacolate deposits.
I bet you we would not want to go to the place in Wyoming where they source all of this stuff. I have a feeling we're not going to want to use it as often as we do if we saw like how they manufacture it.
I know there's a Netflix Explained series, but I want to do it. I want to do it better.
Okay, what would you do?
I would love to go to this Wyoming place that they talk about. Well, place in Wyoming. Wyoming exists. And be like, this is where baking soda comes from.
That'd be cool.
And then do a 20-minute.
I think a good show would be something along the lines of like how it's made, how we get it, something along those lines. Because I know History Channel used to do, oh my God, why am I blanking? I used to watch a show all the time.
How stuff's made.
How things are made.
Yeah, what's it?
Modern Marvel. No. Modern Marvels was the name of the show. But Modern Marvels would go through like in each episode, you'd have like something super normal like boots. Like, all right, how do your boots get made?
Okay, so to that,
yeah,
the show that I've wanted to actually do for years is What Do You Do? And it's the most, not the most insane job, but did you know it was somebody's job to make baking soda in a plant somewhere or in a mine?
Never thought about
whatever.
it.
So that's less about how it's made and more about what the job entails, and you'll learn about how it's made.
This also, I just realized, I've been undergoing this transformation for the last couple of years of going from like kind of normal human to full on meathead. And I think this is how I now know I'm full on meathead. Because if we had this conversation about baking soda last week, I'd have been like, this is the stupidest thing ever. But now that I'm putting baking soda in my pre-workout, I'm like, I need to know where it comes from.
So I really want to do, What Do You Do is what it's called.
do it. Start it as a YouTube channel or a podcast.
Are you going to film it and edit it?
Oh, no. No. This is a you show. Once it gets really successful, then it could be an us show.
By the way, Marijuana, thanks for those gifted subs. I think he just appeared and missed the...
Oh, he did. There we go. Thank you. 5 tier 1 gifted subs.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we are. Well, we're working towards the end of the month to not get any more gifted subs so that we can try something out in the month of March.
Coco Bunny, hello. Where you been?
So also, if you are interested in the giveaway that we're going to be doing in 9 minutes, 8:40 is the giveaway. Carla Marie, explain the hydro jug. And remember, you do have to be watching and in the chat on Twitch to be entered to win and to qualify.
You are a hydro jug.
I don't know what that means, but yes. Are you going to talk?
Well, I was showing it. I couldn't talk.
You couldn't sit down. You have one right here.
Yeah, but I was right. I wanted to show that one that they're winning.
All right. Well,
it's a spill-proof water bottle.
There you go.
I got to take a nose break.
It is a replacement to the ridiculous craze of water bottles that has taken over the world. So I don't even know if anyone could hear Carla Marie blowing her nose like an elephant. But yeah, you got the retractable straw. It's pretty awesome. I'm a big fan. If we weren't giving that one away, maybe I would have kept it for myself. But I have a lot of water bottles. If you want to enter, you can just hop into the Twitch chat and type in ! And the word enter, or ! And the word ticket. Both of those do the same thing. We are going to draw that name, the username, in 7 minutes, and you do have to be here to win.
So it's only for subscribers, but Lenny, so here's where the issue that we're running into.
Okay.
Lenny is a subscriber.
Yes.
There's a thought right now that it's only letting Prime subs do it. He's 6 months and it's not letting him.
That's not an option I can select. So
can you open it to everyone?
I can't go back. That's it. Once it's done, it's done.
Okay. Well, at least it's not money, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Listen, I wish I could figure out how things worked better on these platforms, but I'm connecting 3 different platforms together to make this thing work.
But that's, I mean, I get it's frustrating. It's not letting Claire do it either.
I don't know what to tell you. Because clearly there's 81 entrants.
No, I know that, but why would it be?
We're just gonna deal with what this thing is allowing people to do.
I know, but I want to acknowledge the fact that doing that to people that have been here for 4 years.
It sucks. I just don't know how to fix it. There's no solution there. But like, Lisa was able to get in because it says she has too many tickets already, which is how I know she already got one.
Yeah.
So I don't know, guys. I wish I had an answer.
Insanely frustrating.
It is very frustrating. We will figure something out down the road, but not for this one. Yeah, who else? All right, but we have 6 minutes until that giveaway, so we are going to move on to the next thing on the list, which is Rutgers in Seattle.
Yes. So yesterday, I got to go to a happy hour, alumni meetup for Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, in Seattle. And I found out when I was there, because I was just like, this is so cool. Like, seeing my university, like the tablecloth that you would see at the student center.
You got excited for the tablecloth,
I literally was like, oh my God, it's here. This is so cool. Like the logo, everything. And in Seattle, like, this is wild. It was 15 minutes from my house, this meetup. I come to find out they do this stuff all the time. And my phone number must be registered that I'm in Seattle, but my email isn't. And they recently started doing text to let people know. And I got the text that there was this event, so I need to go in and like update all my information.
So what was the event for?
It was a happy hour, so a meeting of other alumni, and
That's
the
cool.
president of the university was actually here at the event.
They send him to all the different events?
Not all of them. He's done a few. His sister actually lives in Seattle, and I know this because in 2021, I was the host for the new alumni event that they did, but it was COVID, so it was online. So I hosted it virtually from our old studio, and I chatted with the president, and I asked him a bunch of questions, and we had students asking questions as well. So when I saw him, he was like, nice to meet you in person. And it was cool to just meet other people who were from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Originally, there was someone who moved here 8 years ago as well. And you have this commonality of the school you went to and everything. And there were people that graduated in 2021 and people that graduated in like the 70s and 80s. So it was just a really cool mix. And I got some a Rutgers chocolate R from Thomas Sweet in New Brunswick. They were imported from New Jersey.
Oh, wow, imports.
Yes. So it was really, it was cool. So my advice.
Did you make any friends? Like,
Jane, she's
Okay.
great. Where there was a group of people talking about wanting to do more unofficial alumni meetups.
Yeah.
So I said, put me on the list.
well, because
Happy
that'd be
to be a
cool,
part.
especially like football season.
Well,
You
yeah.
all go to a bar, and if there's like a rug, you could make I'm sure you could reach out to a number of bars and say, hey, can you be the official Rutgers bar where when Rutgers is
That's-
playing on Saturdays, you have a flag in the
Oh,
corner and you put the game on and we all go.
Maybe I can get a Rough and Tumble to do that.
Maybe.
But I met Peter. He's got season tickets for basketball and football. So
In New Jersey?
Yeah.
And he lives here.
Yeah.
Seems
he said
silly.
he goes to 2 football games at least a year.
Okay.
He's from Staten Island and a few basketball games too. So
That's cool.
yeah, there's a lot of fun things going on with the university and the changes that they're making and getting more and more people to apply, which is awesome. And I didn't realize it's ranked 15th
For what?
schools in the country now.
For just being like a school?
Yeah,
Okay.
for being a cool school,
Okay.
if you will.
Well, it's got to be one of the largest student bodies. I know Arizona State and UCF, Central Florida, are the 2 biggest with like 60,000 undergrad or something insane.
100,000 Rutgers is
Undergrad?
undergrad. That's what he said. Student body is 100,000.
That's crazy. Well, the student body and undergrad is different.
But you have to keep in mind it's New Brunswick, Camden, and Newark.
Largest.
So I don't know how this thing you're going to search, is it going to do the 3 campuses?
By undergrad enrollment. Let's see. 15 colleges with the most undergrad students. Arizona State has 65,000.
Maybe he was counting in graduate too, but
He may have been counting all the undergraduates at all of the, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
all of the different
Yeah.
Rutgers locations. I think this is per campus. So like Arizona State has 65,000 enrolled. Central Florida, I got the top 2 right, 58,000. Let's see. Rutgers is
not even on there.
not on the list.
Interesting.
Damn, Purdue is up there. How many people are going to Purdue?
But that also doesn't make sense to me because my graduating class alone was like 20,000.
I mean, maybe you're just off the list outside of the top 15. Kennesaw State University? What?
This is fake. This isn't real.
Huh.
Fake news.
I mean, this is the U.S. News. This is the company that like ranks all of the colleges, right?
U.S. News World Report, whatever it is.
Isn't that what this is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my advice for people, because people always ask, I'm moving to a new city. How do I make friends?
Yeah.
And I always say, start a podcast and get people on your podcast. That worked for me. Or join, have your own radio show. But your college alumni exist in your city,
I gotta see if
Whether
there's a
they-
Seton Hall one.
whether they're your age or not. And it's just a great starting point. And LinkedIn is an awesome place to find that. Or just reach out to your school's alumni association and say, hey, would you mind connecting me with other alumni in my city?
And the more random your school is, right? Like if you went to Michigan, which is a huge school, people are just fans of the school, or Notre Dame or something, this might not work as well. But just wear your college shirt around, because the amount of people that, if I wear like a Seton Hall hoodie on game days, right? The amount of people who stop me and go, Seton Hall, are you from
Yeah.
Jersey? A ton. And then even if they're not from Seton Hall, right? They're not like
They
they're
just
not
know
fellow. They
Jersey.
just know
Yeah.
the area, and then you have some kind of commonality there.
There was the guy at the gym that had the Rutgers Knight logo
Yeah.
this big on the corner of his shorts. And I was like, is that Rutgers? And he was like, what? He had no idea what I was talking about. He didn't go there. I think his brother-in-law coaches there or something. And he was just like, oh, yeah. So he did not deserve to
But
be
he
wearing-
knew the school. It
Yes.
gave you. It's a talking
But
point.
I'm saying it was for me.
Yeah.
I went up to him. We chatted a bit. But yeah, wear your school stuff around.
It is 8:40, Carla Maurice. Do you want to grab that hydro jug?
Yes.
The one that people are going to win?
Also, I was telling people that my partner is a Seton Hall grad. And they were like, what?
Yeah, were they all jealous? They probably
And
were.
I said how we have both magnets on our car. and they were like, you put a seton hall magnet on your car, and I said I don't really have a choice.
All right, in about 40 seconds, we are going to close this giveaway. So I'll give you one more. Why are you hiding it? I will give you one more shot to win the Hydro Jug. All you have to do is enter the word exclamation point and the word ticket, or exclamation point and the word enter. I know there have been some issues with the entry process. Ain't nothing we can do about it at the moment. So if it allows you to enter, phenomenal. You do have to be a subscriber to do that. In 10 seconds, I am hitting the close giveaway button. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Close giveaway. And now when I draw this winner, you do have to be in Twitch, obviously, because that's where you entered to win. You have to let us know you're here within a minute of us drawing your name.
All right, what if they're driving?
Well, you got a minute, so pull over. I don't know what to tell you. That's how we're doing the contest. Those have always been the rules. Draw a winner. Wendy from Brooklyn. I got a feeling she is in here.
She's definitely screaming like a maniac right now.
I hope so. Wendy from Brooklyn. Jump in that chat as soon as you can. Is she in there? There she is. Perfect. So Wendy is our winner.
Wendy, email us your address. I probably...
Cha-cha-cha. There we go.
Thank you. Wendy, email us for your address. We'll get this out to you.
Perfect.
Don't let the kids steal it.
Perfect. So now I can hit... If it's still working, we'll give it to you. All right. Mark as complete. That is out of
We'll do more
way.
giveaways.
Yeah. I think you should reach out to Hydro Jug and say, hey, we had a little... Hydro Jug. That's what I
said. You said Hydra, like from Marvel.
No, like Hail Hydra? Yeah. No. Hydro Jug. And say, hey, we had a little hiccup with today's giveaway. We'd love to do another one if you would like some free press. Because they're not paying for this, by the way. They gave us a jug to give away, basically. But we'll see.
Wendy, you better be the most hydrated bitch there is in Brooklyn.
No one will be more hydrated.
We should get a code. I should put a link in here for people to buy it. I can ask them.
What, for a code? That'd be cool. A little discount? Why not? Why not give the people something good?
But then I mentioned it in What's Trending today, and then if I come back with a discount code in 5 days, people are going to be pissed.
Why?
Because if they bought it already.
That's just life, you know? No one told them they had to buy it right away. Except for you, probably, in What's Trending. Oh, man. It's funny. When I said that you couldn't win in YouTube, I think it actually did bring some people to Twitch. Which kind of is the point. I would rather people on Twitch. We're on YouTube now because we want to make sure that if you can't get on Twitch for whatever reason, maybe it's blocked at your office or something, or maybe you just don't want to sign up for another service, then you can find us on YouTube.
Jill said, can you hold up your honeydew color close to the camera? I want to see how close the color is to the one online. I can. It is very close. I will say, when I saw it originally, I thought it was going to be more Seahawks action green, which I would have been fine with, but was hoping for something more subdued. Anthony, show it on both cameras, though.
So, yeah, the color grading on our cameras is... Actually, it's...
You're not switching cameras.
I just did.
No, cool.
I was here.
It's the same camera. There you go.
And there.
That was the same.
I know, but it's just a little different. But yeah.
It's like a... It's truly like a honeydew.
Is that what it's called?
Or I guess it's a little lighter than a honeydew. Like it's less green than a honeydew.
Sure.
Have you ever had a honeydew?
Yeah, isn't that the thing in fruit salad that no one actually wants?
I love them.
Because strawberries, always great. Watermelon in fruit salad, always great. Cantaloupe. Oh, no, it's cantaloupe. That's the one.
Stop talking.
Which is the orange one? Melon?
Cantaloupe.
Okay.
So why would you say that's...
Because there's one of them.
Orange.
There's one thing in fruit salad that I'm always like, oh, I got to eat these to get to the rest of the fruits that I actually like.
Cantaloupe's great.
It's all right. Or honeydew is the one I don't like then.
We're going to do a little test.
Yeah, I don't remember. We'll do a blind taste test. It is similar to honeydew, says Clarita. Cantaloupe is way better. So maybe it's honeydew that I don't like. Yeah, honeydew is the one that doesn't really have a lot of flavor.
Sure does. I will say that.
It's like the bland part of a fruit salad.
I feel like cantaloupe and honeydew are the two fruits that don't have their flavors and other things. Think about like a seltzer.
Drink? Yeah. Because honeydew doesn't have flavor. So your regular seltzer probably tastes like honeydew, just nothing. Cantaloupe would be an interesting one. Like if someone was like, oh, here's cantaloupe pre-workout or protein shake. I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Yeah, why is that?
But like strawberries and everything. Blue
Where's
raspberries and everything.
What is remember the pecan thing I had? The Society of Pecans?
Yes.
What was it called?
The National Pecan Association.
Yeah. Wow. Is there a National Cantaloupe Association?
There has to be.
They're not doing a good job.
There's a big lobbying group for every food out there. Unless maybe it's like a fruit lobby. Sounds like a great lobby.
No, because pecans have their own. There are plenty of nuts.
That's true. I don't know. Are you looking it up?
There's the Eastern Cantaloupe Growers Association.
So that's
There's
them.
a National Watermelon Association. Like, could you imagine
What?
just being
The CEO of the National Watermelon Foundation?
who's paying you? Shaping the watermelon industry for future generations. Into what? Become a Watermelon Association member. Guys, the convention.
When is the convention?
It's in Scottsdale, Arizona. There's not a chance watermelons are growing there. There's no water. When is it? Visit the convention. February 21st to the 24th.
We're coming up on
That's
it soon.
a cool logo.
That is actually a cool logo. There was a pair, you know those cat shorts I have? I'm sure people have seen them on Instagram.
Sorry to interrupt, but you can be crowned queen of the National Watermelon Convention.
So the watermelon queen? What do you have to do?
I will be the queen.
Have some big melons?
2025. Well,
What do you have to do? Is it like a beauty pageant? I'm confused. Or is it like best in show, like you show off your watermelon?
wait, she had a crown on. Queen of National Watermelon Association. Why is this a thing? This will be on my show when I do. What do you do?
What? You're a watermelon queen. Tell us about it.
Oh, they're much younger than I am, these women.
So is it an actual beauty contest?
22-year-old Olivia Johnson, daughter of Shelby and Renee Johnson of Texas, was crowned the 2023 National Watermelon Queen during our 108th Annual National Watermelon Association's convention in February. So this was last year. It was in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm out. Olivia is the daughter of a sixth-generation farmer and has spent her entire life in the watermelon industry. She has won her county's biggest watermelon competition 8 times.
Okay, so it is about what you're growing, not what you're showing. Right? I still don't understand what the criteria are. How did she win Watermelon Queen?
I think it's a beauty pageant, but you have to also be related to watermelons.
So it's a beauty pageant specifically for watermelon growers.
Oh
this sounds like a way watermelon farmers are selling their daughters.
They have their own Instagram, National Watermelon Queen.
Okay.
And each year, this one takes it over. Olivia Johnson, a promotional ambassador for the National Watermelon Association. What kind of issues do you think the National Watermelon Association deals with?
I think a lot of it is...
Seeds, pits?
No. It's probably working with your local and national legislators to make sure that the bills they pass, farm bills, stuff like that, that you are represented. Because really one of the biggest lobbying powers in the United States is in agriculture. Right. So when they're passing these farm bills, which a subsidy like welfare actually falls under the farm bill, because the money that the government's giving to welfare participants oftentimes has to be directed to local grocers. So they want that under their farm bill so they can make sure they know how that money is being spent and how it's being divvied up. So I bet you they're just part of like a national agricultural lobbying group.
I think we got to go to this.
And then I'm sure they do marketing too, right? Like when you see ads for milk or ads for pecans or ads for whatever nut you're seeing. Or remember pork. There used to be like a big campaign for pork, like the other white meat or something like that. Wasn't that what?
I remember that.
That was.
Well, there's beef. It's what's for dinner. Wasn't that its own thing?
So all of those are done by these national groups. like the National Watermelon Foundation. What is it called? Is that what it is?
Association.
National Watermelon Association.
I want to go to this convention so bad.
Wait, they're the NWA? Do you think they play NWA songs at all of their events? There were actually a pair of watermelon shorts I almost bought. Where, you know how I have those cat shorts? They're like the cartoon cats with the all over print. It's a company called Lumberlegs. And the shorts were red on the top with little black seeds. And then the very bottom trim was green.
Why didn't you get them?
Well, they only have large.
Oh.
And I wear medium shorts. Although I might see the large with a 4-inch seam and see how that fits me. Okay. Because I feel like the mediums are getting a little tight.
I think this is what cantaloupe and honeydew need, though.
They need the National Cantaloupe Association.
They have California cantaloupes. It's only a Facebook group. I mean, they don't have the conventions. They need a cantaloupe queen and honeydew. We'll do it combined.
The honeydew king?
Yeah.
Which one? But I don't like honeydew. We decided
fine.
that. I need to be the cantaloupe king. Yeah.
Honeydew queen.
Yeah.
I want to be king.
You can do whatever you want. This doesn't exist yet. So you're saying there is no cantaloupe national labor group?
Oh, no, California Cantaloupe Advisory Board. I'm not seeing
I feel like all of these groups are going to be based in California. That's where I think 80% of our fruits are grown. 80% of
watermelon.
80% of our fruits and vegetables, I believe, are all grown in California. They have you believe the middle of the country is where
Tomatoes
all the farms
too.
are.
Remember?
Yeah.
My mom was like, well, there's no tomatoes like Jersey tomatoes. And then Anthony was like, well, fun fact about tomatoes.
I think your family really
they hate you.
Understood how much they dislike me or how annoying I can be. Because one of the things, we've talked about this before, one of the things that, not just in my immediate family, but like my extended family as well, you very rarely get away with just saying something and presenting it as fact without someone fact checking you. It's a big problem.
New Jersey,
I have
no
now.
one's got more tomatoes than New Jersey.
So yeah,
is what my mom said, and Anthony was like,
Carla's mom was in Seattle visiting with your sister and your niece, and that was the statement she made, and it just didn't sit well with me because I thought I just don't think Jersey. I know we're known for tomatoes, and this is the dialogue I was having with myself in my head. I was literally playing two parts in my head. I said, Anthony, that doesn't sound right. And then Anthony would go, Anthony, shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter. It's not important. I go, but it is important because she said it, and she's saying it like it's fact. And then the other Anthony goes, shut up, you're embarrassing us. So I looked it up. And it turns out, by far.
Was it California?
California, there were 3 states, I believe, ahead of New Jersey. Now, you can fact check me on that if you'd like. I'm okay with that. But California by far grew the most of, I believe, every single crop that we have. With the exception of corn, which is taken over by every other state.
So there is a U.S. Apple Association, and they are the voice of the apple industry.
You know what? I've always thought apples needed voices.
But Fred the Mailman did say that I am the cantaloupe queen and you're the honey dude.
Oh, honey dude is good.
I know. He's so good at that.
The honey dude is good.
Lacey P said, that's me. I can't let it go. I have to fact check.
Yeah, it just...
I do.
I also... The more sure you are of yourself, the more likely I'm going to fact check you. Because if your mom said, like, oh, we're just known for tomatoes, I would have been like, done. That's cool. Jersey's known for tomatoes. That's not a verifiable thing.
Well, I thought that Jersey Tomato was a brand. I thought... My mom, and then my parents made fun of me. I'm like, well, you call them Jersey tomatoes. and I'm pretty sure I found a tomato out here called a Jersey tomato. So what is the brand then?
I don't know. Like Taylor Ham? Like there's a Jersey tomato? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, they should have Taylor Ham at our meetup yesterday for Rutgers.
They would have had it at a Seton Hall meetup. Guarantee you. Guarantee it.
No, they wouldn't.
I remember...
You're not allowed to eat meat. You're religious.
What? The Catholic school, Seton Hall. Maybe not on Fridays, but I'm also not Catholic, so.
I can't believe they let you in.
They let Muslims in. They let Jewish people in.
I don't know. The way the Catholic Church is going, I'm surprised.
It definitely was interesting going to like a very Catholic school. I feel like some schools are like, oh yeah, we're Catholic, and they don't really like talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, but Seton Hall, actually, I believe, still gets money from like the Diocese of Newark.
Is it dialysis?
I don't know what I was gonna say. So it's like it's a pretty religious school in that everyone has to take a religion class at some point. I believe every freshman takes the Catechism of the Catholic Church, which is really just the rules of the Catholic Church.
Yeah, no.
I took that. That was a real boring class for me.
I bet.
Especially because like I'm a fairly religious person in my own faith as a member of the Syrian Orthodox Church. So it was weird just like learning all the rules for some other church I'm never going to use.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's helped you just understand the world.
It's all pretty similar.
Marijuana said the first, I'm assuming, barbershop I worked at had a rule where you could Google challenge people's crazy statements.
Good.
And if you lost, you had to put $5 in the jar.
That's great. It really makes people think about what they're going to say.
I'm trying to find a list of fruits in the number one state for them.
California is going to be number one. I guarantee you for 9 out of 10 states, California will be the number one grower. Almonds, avocados, tomatoes.
Well,
I think they've even taken over oranges.
Third largest. There's Florida's probably up in arms about that.
Well, they gave all that orange land to Disney, and now they don't have it anymore.
Third largest for peanuts is Alabama. I just saw it.
Third largest. Yeah. Who's the first?
I don't know. Peanut Growers Association. Hold on.
Just type in who grows the most, what state grows the most peanuts.
I can't wait to do my show. China.
Okay, but that's not a state. But that's like saying Brazil gives us most of our beef now. True, but I need states here. There was actually, speaking of...
Georgia
grows the most.
Georgia leads U.S. production as of March 2023 of peanuts, outproducing all other states combined.
It wasn't Georgia. Wasn't Jimmy Carter, President Carter, he was in like the peanut business. Wasn't he like a peanut person?
Is he who Mr. Peanut's after?
He wore a monocle, a top hat, and a cane, and no clothes. Just a weird oblong shell. Right, I'm 90% sure.
Yep.
Okay, give me the stats here.
Wait, there's a Jimmy Carter peanut statue. Hold on. If it's Mr.
I don't think.
All right, wait, too much. When he was growing up on the farm, 3 acres of land produced a ton of peanuts, generating about $60 in income. Him, I think. Wait, the smiling peanut, Jimmy Carter. There is
Is that his nickname?
in Georgia, in Sumter County, Georgia, there's a peanut that's supposed to be him.
That does not look like a human.
Wait.
That looks like an alien. All right, so there's one. There's one that is not run by California. Peanuts.
So if California decides to be their own
We're
country,
screwed, yeah.
we will have to import everything.
Yeah, Texas can secede. We'd be fine.
Yeah, what do we get there?
We get some of our oil is refined in Texas.
But what does have electric vehicles? What does Texas
Florida
do?
can secede, and we'd be fine. If California seceded, we would be screwed, which is actually why California is as large as it is. So when they were finding gold, there was originally the territory that it was part of Utah was chopped off. And the federal government also wanted to chop California in half, and California said, well, we'll secede. And they were like, all right, you could have all the land you want. Don't go anywhere, please.
Was it supposed to be California?
I don't know. But yeah, California, if you separated California from the U.S., it would still, I believe, be the 5th largest economy in the world.
Okay, well, the number one
that's
crop
how crazy California is.
Texas is cotton. And, I'll be all right without it.
We'd be fine. I'm telling you.
We get most of our shirts from China anyway.
I'm not saying I want Texas to secede. I'm just telling you we would be fine if Texas indeed did secede.
But it's so nice having such an beautiful, even number of states.
We had Puerto Rico.
Oh. We
just add Puerto Rico. We say, hey, we lost a state. You want to be one? Come on in.
I'll ask them when I go. 2 weeks.
You should.
What's today? Literally 2 weeks from today.
You're going to be in Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Texas is fine. They can leave. They can do whatever they want. And then they're going to find out what happens to oil-producing countries when you're not part of America. It ain't pretty.
Well, Chris, what would you do? He'd be an international.
Again, I'm not saying I want Chris and his Texans to not be part of America. I'm just saying, if I had to choose between the 3 big states that could probably secede, Florida, Texas, California, we got to keep California at all costs. Like, that's literally where we get all of our stuff from. Even when you think of, like, international trade, the port of LA is one of the busiest ports in the world. Where are we going to get all of our Amazon stuff? Or Temu. Is that the name of the other? Yeah. Right, Temu?
I just got an email from Western National Parks Association.
And what do they want to know?
20% off all gifts. Do you think I can buy watermelon gifts from them? Not
maybe.
them, from the watermelon people.
Maybe. Let's see. Meg said, we don't need Florida man stories giving our country a bad name. No, but everyone needs a Florida, right? Like, when we used to do Dirty Little Secret, I used to mention how Tacoma was Washington's Florida, because most of our crazy Dirty Little Secrets came from Tacoma. Everyone needs, it's like your crazy uncle, or your crazy cousin, or your crazy aunt. Like, every group needs their crazy person.
I don't have that in my family. My sister?
Well, either your whole family is crazy, or it's you.
Who would you say?
Who would I say is what? Who is the Florida man of your group? It's tough.
Because no one's going out and doing crazy things. They're just within the association.
Probably your older sister.
Oh, true.
Not because she's not like a crazy crackhead like you'd see at like a Florida man story. But I think she's like the loudest, and she's also the most New Jersey.
Ashley's the loudest.
No, I don't know. I just think it would be her. I can't really explain it, and I don't mean it as like a derogatory way. I just think she's the wild card. Yeah, I think she likes things with a lot of glitter and bling on them.
It's true,
right?
And that makes that.
I feel like that falls in the same category.
The more bling you have, the crazier you are.
Yeah, like I probably have 4 or 5 Florida men in my family. 2 of them are young, so they're not going to be like Florida man yet, but they're going to grow up to be. Yes, Carla Marie.
Meech just said that her son just yelled crackhead because you said it. And he's what, 2?
Well, I think it's time for us to go now.
Molding the young minds of America.
Chris said being the loudest of the Maries is an accomplishment. Yeah, she's definitely not the loudest. Probably top 4 loudest, though. Like, your dad and your sister are incredibly loud.
It's insane how loud I am not in that group.
It's funny that both of us are in this position, but also not the loudest people in our families. Not the most talkative in our families. Like, if you were to use, like, a decibel test on all of my family members, I'd be in the bottom tier.
Same.
And I got a lot of family members. I got a lot of family members.
The Cantaloupe King is corrupting the next generation.
That's what I do. That's what I do as the Cantaloupe King. I can do whatever I want. It's time for us to get out of here. Thank you for hanging. We'll be back on Monday. Don't forget, there are new episodes of the Morning Show podcast every single weekday. So there was one today. There will be one tomorrow. And all you got to do is hit subscribe on that podcast platform. Carla Marie.
Peace out, Cub Scouts. See ya. Maybe at Lunar New Year celebrations on Saturday.
Yeah, we'd love to see you.
At the UW Gymnastics meet.
You're not invited there. You're only invited to Lunar New Year.
Yes. And go Chiefs. That's why I wear my red.
For the Niners?
No, this is Chiefs red. It's different.
They're like the same.
This is Red Taylor's version.
All right, goodbye.